Hello everyone and welcome back to Nekojishi. The last time we were here, Kitten disappeared, or rather he did not come home. I did a dumb and I deleted my folder that keeps all of the downloaded games, and I was able to get some stuff back, but it did not recover some files, so I'm going to be procrastinating finishing The Hanged Man even longer, because I have to replay it from the top, and then replay it again from the top, because I need to have it acknowledge that I finished it the first time so I can get the endings. So yeah, though I feel like if you're watching this, you probably don't care about that. Oh yeah, speaking of that, Nekojishi, it was in that folder, and I was very upset and scared that I would have to replay it again, but I believe that the save is somewhere, was not in that file, or like it doesn't get saved in there, because I have the saves for this, which is a little confusing but also very relieving. Who can help me find Senpai? I will be asking Leopard. I sit at my desk trying to study, but all I can think about is Senpai's disappearance. Unable to do any work, I resort to distracting myself by surfing forums. Eventually, I pull myself back to my study, starting again from the beginning. Really, where could Senpai be?
Liao, what's wrong?
It's just how suddenly he vanished. I'm worried.
That kitten. Whoever he is, he'll be fine. He's a guardian tiger after all. The other Yaguai wouldn't harm him.
But
Liao is upset.
It's fine, Leopard. Actually, Leopard, would it be possible for you to use the spirit paths to travel around and look for Senpai?
I think, yes.
Really?
I know his scent. It's difficult. It's too close.
Too close?
I don't have enough strength. No smell. Must go different place.
So, basically, if we go somewhere else, you'll be able to catch a scent?
Yes.
I see. It's because his scent's all up in this room, huh?
It take time.
You two may do whatever you wish, but I don't think that kitten is someone you should make a fuss over.
I just don't know. Leopard, could you please help me look?
I'm very happy to help Liao.
Thank you. Just as quickly as he agrees to help me, he leaves, standing up with purpose and pacing out of my room as I watch on with uneasy thoughts.
Well, as long as he's out searching, you could keep studying.
Tiger seemed piqued, returning to his statue without saying anything. Wait, what? I thought... Oh. I never use it as that. The first meaning I usually use is stimulate interest or curiosity. I never used it to mean feel irritated or resentful. The archaic meaning is pride oneself, and I definitely don't use it like that. And now it's just me and myself left in the room. I guess this is Tiger's subtle making sure... Wait, what? Subtle way to making sure I have the space to study? Subtle way of making sure? Without anything else to do, I take advantage of my newfound peace and quiet to get back into my books. I was deep in my books for some time before I realized that it was already dinner time. Leopard wasn't back. After dinner, I focus back to my studies as before, occasionally looking towards the door.
Liao, you're concerned about Leopard, aren't you?
Yeah.
Really, there's no need. Just focus on studying. After all, he's much stronger than any Yaoguai I know of. As much as I'd hate to admit, even stronger than I am. You absolutely don't need to worry about him.
He's that strong? That's probably why I like him the most.
Easily. 2 of me couldn't kick him out. If it were possible, do you not think I would have done so already?
Okay, but why isn't he back yet? It's getting really late.
He did say that he needed time. You can be rest assured that he'll be back once he's done whatever it is that he's doing.
I look out the window. Of course I can't see much, but that doesn't stop me from trying to imagine where he might be in the cityscape beyond the frame. It's time for bed, and I've yet to see fur nor tail of Leopard. I can only turn out the lights and go to sleep as usual. I pull up the sheets, climbing into my bed. Looking to the side, I see Tiger standing before his statue. We're the only ones left, meaning I'm sleeping alone on the bed and the futon on the floor is free without Senpai here. Tiger did say he would share the bed with me at night, but that was before I could see him. Maybe I should ask to see if he wants to sleep somewhere more comfortable tonight.
I will not betray Leopard. You can have the futon.
Tiger? Well, would you like to sleep on the futon, considering Senpai's not here?
The futon.
Well, the bed's too small for the both of us, but the futon should be big enough for you.
I refuse to sleep on the same futon as that kitten. That I would sleep smelling his foul chi everywhere. You must be joking.
Oh, so that's a problem?
Huh. I would be ashamed to do so.
I mean, it's probably the same way as if you slept on your hated enemy's bed, you could smell them.
Ew, stinky.
He returned to his statue, clearly irked by my suggestion. I didn't know he'd care about Senpai's smell so much. He can't be angry about something I didn't know, right? Closing my eyes, I worry about Senpai and Leopard, but it's not long before my worries fade away as I fall asleep. The next morning, I open my eyes just to find Leopard standing over me. Ah!
Don't stand over him like that.
Sorry. Don't worry, it's fine. But you're back.
I'm back.
So, did you find anything?
I found him.
You did? Where?
Big house.
A big house? Where? Leopard points toward a corner of the room. That's northeast, so Keelung? Did he go home? Okay. I don't know. At some point, Senpai did tell me his home is back in Keelung, and Leopard is definitely pointing over that way.
Do not know.
I guess Leopard wouldn't know if it was his home. Even if we don't know for sure, everything would fit if it was.
If he's at home, then that means the kitten is fine.
But if he really is at home, then why wouldn't he answer his phone? It's been 2 days without any sign of him. Maybe he's mad because we don't want to help him. Leopard, did you see him? Was he okay?
No. Big house. Many people. Yaoguais. Han gods. Powerful. Can't go in.
Huh? Are you talking about Senpai's house?
Mayhap his family is very wealthy. It's not unexpected for such powerful families to call upon many gods with offerings to protect them.
But Senpai, he really never seemed like someone who was that well off. Always wearing normal clothes and eating out at the night markets with me. To think his family is so wealthy. Well, I mean, maybe he's one of those rich kids who act like all of us other peasants, but then you find out that they're rich and you're just like, what?
Perhaps his parents don't send him money.
I doubt he gets along with them that badly. So as far as we know, he's in a house you guys can't get inside due to some barrier, and on top of that, for some reason, he can't call out.
I think yes.
Liao, you do not plan to go over there, do you?
What if they lock Senpai in there?
It's his home. Whatever his family decides to do is their own business. It's not your position to intrude on such matters.
Yeah, but their family also has some sort of spiritual protection on their side. What happens if they found out that Yansuchi is being possessed? And then they do a ritual and try to pull him out?
Even if they force the kitten out, he is still a guardian tiger. No harm could come to him.
Maybe he hasn't said anything because he's been forced out of Senpai's body.
This is all but speculation. If he's home, he's fine. You're thinking too much into this. Right now, your time would be better spent on study.
Liao worried. I want to help.
Leopard.
What?
I will find Tsuchi.
So you would just storm into their home unannounced, and spirit him away from his family, all without knowing what is really going on, if he's fine?
Liao wants.
Well, okay, I don't want it that bad. We just forget about it. One down, one more to go, I suppose. 'Cause I'm on Leopard's side. Two more in the case that Liao just doesn't want to do anything.
I can't stand you, idiot. Alright. If you two insist on acting like fools, then I might as well come along, if only to save you from yourselves.
Really? Thank you.
Well, I still don't agree with it. What I must do is I must, to make sure you two won't make a mess. My belief is still that the kitten is fine. If you must see for yourself, you may in fact be getting him in trouble. Just be cautious of that. In any case, do you still wish to go?
Yeah, no. I guess you're right. If he's just at home, it's not my position to meddle in his family affairs.
That's right. There's no need to wildly imagine such things. Just take a step back for now and concentrate on the studying you should do.
Yeah. I'm still worried, but he's right. My job now is to pass the midterms. If Senpai's at home, he should be okay. I know. I should get back to my books.
Liao not worry.
Not worried. If he's at home, then he's probably fine.
Fine is good.
Yep. It's no use to worry. I should use my time to study hard. When he's done with his affairs, Senpai will come back. He's tenacious like that.
Liao, as much as I wish for you to focus on your studies, do you not think it's time to tidy up your room?
Huh? I take a look around my room. Huh. Yeah, can't say I've really been paying attention to it. Truth be told, it's a mess. Senpai always helped out keeping things in order so we didn't have a problem. Without him here, it's all just back to how it used to be. Not that I really need to clean anything up.
It's terrible. These clothes have been left here for 3 days. They'll smell soon enough. In your bin. It's well past its brim with takeaway packaging. Oof. Must I implore you to even take out the garbage?
Yeah, I got it. I know what he's on about. I'm just being a lazy butt. I just haven't been with it the past few days.
Well, clean up quickly, chop chop.
Yeah, on it. Could hardly avoid cleaning forever, so I do as I'm told. There's so many things to put away. All in all, I'm kept busy for over an hour trying to make everything spick and span.
Liao, you forgot to turn on the washing machine, but don't worry, I did it for you.
Oh, thanks. He's able to turn on the washing machine? So his spirit powers can do that, huh? But you couldn't control the mouse by yourself?
You need to take care of the kitten's possessions as well. They may be his, but it is still your room to keep tidy. And the bedding on the floor. There's no need to keep that out while the kitten is not here. You have no need for it.
But somehow I feel that he really won't come back if there isn't a place for him to sleep here. Yeah, let's just pack it away. I would have packed it away when I thought he wasn't going to be coming back for a while, considering it's taking up floor space. Tiger's right. Senpai's not here. I might as well pack up his futon for now. It's in the way anyway, so I have to walk across it to reach the door. Okay, let's pack this up. I fold the futon up into the wardrobe, then go and tidy up Senpai's stuff in the corner. Then I finish thoroughly cleaning up the rest of my apartment. Once I get into it, I start to find a nice break from studying all day. Some rest for my tired mind. Huh? Not bad. I'm actually all pumped up and energized from all the cleaning.
Right? Now clean up your room more often, yes?
Well, did I say I was pumped? I meant tired. I'm absolutely exhausted. As much as it does feel good to get everything nice and clean, but I really can't see myself doing this all the time. I'm under more stress than it is usually or expected of someone pre-midterms as it is.
You must. A clean and tidy environment is very important for your physical and mental health. Instead of seeing you run yourself down and get sick, I'd rather you take care of yourself. In short, I'll be reminding you to clean your room from now on, understand?
Aw. It's not like I won't clean everything up eventually, but I really don't want to have someone force it upon me every day. It just kill my motivation.
Liao is tired. I help.
Aha. No need. Thank you for the offer, though. Wouldn't Leopard just end up using his spirit powers to help? He'd just be exhausted. Not to mention, if he went out on the balcony and started cleaning up, people would be scared to death seeing a floating broom or whatever. So really, it's best that he doesn't help. But it's so nice of him to offer. I'm really grateful. As heartwarming as his offer is, I have to decline. Oh man, I thought he wasn't coming back. It was the last night of Qingming holidays when Senpai finally returned to visit us. Senpai, where have you been? At first, I just went back home to grab some stuff, but my family ended up keeping me there. Sorry, Liao. Okay, going home was fine, but why didn't you contact me at all? You didn't answer my call, I was so worried. Liao was worried about me? Heh, I'm happy to hear that. I'm just saying out of courtesy. I'm just saying it out of courtesy. Anyone would be worried about someone who just disappeared like that. You could have at least let me know. I couldn't. My family took my phone away and cut the internet off. I couldn't contact anyone at all. Is your family always that strict? Well, they were pretty rough this time. You know, it's just because they don't accept I'm gay. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. When it came to, family not providing money or something, and then he's gay, kind of clicked. I've tried arguing about it a few times, but it's never worked. Then they found out I've been staying with you, so it's like that.
Because you've been staying with me?
They can't exactly accept me running away to stay with someone else, but this is my body and it's none of their business. Well, I mean, it's not your body, but okay. But I'm speaking from Yan Suchi's point of view. He's really upset over the whole thing. Well, with things as they are, I can't exactly insist on staying here. So today I'm actually here to pack up my stuff. The family wants me to go back into my dorm. But, Senpai, didn't you still want me to help you? Shut up, Liao. Senpai came to live with me in the first place so he could convince me to rejuvenate his temple. What's going to happen with that now? I mean, you could talk to him outside of it to brainstorm. Don't have to live together. No problem. Even though I won't be here with you, we can still see each other. We still go to the school after all. Is it really no problem? It wouldn't matter if Liao agreed to help me rejuvenate the temple. Seriously, Senpai. I'm absolutely serious, but I don't want to pressure you. Really though, I'm in a pretty bad situation now in every possible way. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up. It's a matter of life and death. Would you please think about it, Liao?
What do you mean?
Well, you need to think about a bunch of things, like taking a break in your studies, finding a place to live in Miao Li, and then getting an income. But I'll try to help you as much as I can. I'll work something out. I just need you to make up your mind if that's alright.
But even if you say you're going to help Senpai, it's also sudden to decide now. Senpai's gone over this before, but that doesn't change the fact that it's taking a year or two off school. How could I even explain this to my family?
I know it's not like we have many choices though. I just thought I should go over it so you can prepare. It'll just be harder the longer we wait. Senpai finished speaking and just started to pack up his stuff. My stuff? Oh, where'd my bed go?
Yeah, I packed it away while cleaning. It made it easier to clean.
I see. Oh well, makes sense. Well, that should be everything. Liao, make sure to let me know when you decide. Anyway, see you tomorrow.
Yeah. And just like that, Senpai leaves my room carrying everything he owns with him.
Even though he said that I'd see him tomorrow, it's hard to see him leave like this. I've gotten used to him in my life the past month, and now it feels like it's all gone.
I didn't know that Kitten was so reasonable. He didn't even throw a tantrum before leaving. Tsuchi not happy.
He wasn't happy? I know Senpai didn't really want to leave. But we both saw this coming, didn't we? Senpai, how did things end up like this? My eyes are always to Leopard. I crawl into the bed and bury my face into a pillow, pressing it tightly against my face.
Liao unhappy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how I feel about Senpai leaving.
I call him back. For Liao?
No, it's not that easy. He didn't want to leave.
Why? Stay if not want to leave.
It's not his choice. He has a family who expects a lot of things from him. I'm the same.
Don't get it.
It's not that easy to explain. There's always someone who thinks they know what's best for you. Sometimes you have to give in to those expectations even if you don't want to. You don't always do it because you actually have no other choice. Sometimes you just care about that person or they're integral to your family. To your life like family.
I don't get it.
Sorry, this is probably too much for you to understand. It's okay though. I pull back my quilt and roll up into my bed. I'm upset. I'm really upset. I yelled out in frustration, the sheets wrapped up tightly around my face muffling the sound. I kept thinking about Senpai walking away. One day my family would just up and decide to force me to go back home. Then I'd have to give up everything no matter what. I sit there brooding in my bed, knowing full well I still have heaps of things I could look over for midterms. But that doesn't matter to me right now. Why does everything have to happen all at once? My head hurts. I bury myself under my blankets as far as I can. For now, just trying to forget everything. The holidays are over and midterm exams are about to start. In the morning, I waited around for a bit just on the off chance that Senpai would be here to walk me to school, but he didn't. His dorm is in the opposite direction from campus after all. It'd be a pain to come over here just for me. In fact, I didn't run into Senpai all day. I mean, most of my classes have exams today. It's not like Senpai can sit in on them like he usually does, and I don't see him during lunch either. Finally, I end up running into him at the cafeteria that evening. Liao, what a long day. How did your exams go? Oh, they were fine. But what about you, Senpai? You had exams, right? Nah, none today. I didn't really take on many subjects this semester, so exams are pretty chill. Which is why he was able to come to my classes every day. I got in the way of his studies, didn't I? It's too late to think about that now. You know, where were you all day? I didn't see you at all. Did Liao miss me? I've been waiting here for you after all. You were waiting for me here, Senpai? Well, you pretty much only eat in the cafeteria. It's not hard to guess that you'd come here. Hey, it's cheap, okay? There's heaps of cheap restaurants around campus, you know. You're just being too lazy to go out and try anything new. It's my first year here. Can't expect me to know every place around. Besides, the food here's good enough. Still, you're always eating alone, Liao. How lonely of you. I'm not eating alone. For the past months, I've been eating with you, and people can't really hear us talk about that. If I'm gone, who will you eat with then? Senpai. What's wrong? Why so serious? You just said if I'm gone. Shouldn't you be saying if you go to Miao Li with me? Well, yeah. If Liao comes to Miao Li, we'll be eating together for sure, but what if you don't? You don't have any other friends to have dinner with, right? Why do you gotta remind me? Why are you hitting a weak point? I mean, you've got Kulao and the old man, but they're not real people. If you don't have any normal friends, people will just start seeing you as some loner weirdo. Shut up! That's so rude! Senpai, isn't Miao Li a matter of life and death for you? To me, it just sounds like you've given up, that you're already planning to leave and you're trying to make peace with that. Okay, now Liao's kind of like in that point where the one dragon, Ragu. Now I can see it. Before it didn't seem like it, but now it's just like, Liao, come on. You're literally helping no one right now. No, I just think I've been trying too hard to chase you, Liao, and even then I still can't convince you. So I guess I should give you some room. Maybe keeping some distance is better. Yeah, it's a life or death matter, but even knowing that, you're still not going to go with me, are you?
No. It's because I'd have to leave school. Oh, that's not my excuse, but whatever.
You might have to leave school, but I'll go back to being a Yaguai roaming the streets just to disappear one day like I never existed.
It's unfair to threaten Liao like that. Yeah, Bingus. Still not gonna make me change my mind. The dissipation of your Fudegong's influence won't cause you to vanish. You'll just become a Yaguai. Nothing would impede you from finding another Fudegong. As long as you remain a good Yaguai, no one would harm you.
You make it sound so easy. I've served my Fudegong for a long time, and I'm not about to give up on them and watch as they lose their power. With power or without, they're a god of soil. One day when someone brings an offering, they'll be revived, but it doesn't feel right letting them be forgotten like that.
There are many people in this world in need. If you care so much, why not help them all?
Why? You're in Tsuchi's body. Why can't you talk to anyone else? Do some convincing. I want to help someone. That's why I came to Liao. I know it's hard for him. He'd have to leave school behind for over a year. On top of that, he has his family to deal with. I know firsthand how difficult that is. I know leaving school isn't really the problem. It's getting Liao's family to accept what he's doing, isn't it? Serving some other god and not theirs. Sure, I have memories of Yan Suchi's relationship with his family, but going to his home and experience it myself, I feel terrible for asking Liao to go through that. There's no way Liao's family would accept what I'm asking of him. If he went through with it and ran away with me to Miao Li for over a year, could he really go home again?
Rejected. Kicked out of the family for serving some other god.
So maybe it's okay for...
Like, you won't even serve the gods in our family and you go off to some unknown place? Tisk.
So maybe it's okay for me to just give it up for me to become a Yaguai again. Sure, that's the end of my temple, but it's not like anyone would be dead.
You're really giving up? The thing is, I don't understand. This comes back to the same point. You're possessing a body who apparently has their own gods as well, and then you're coming to Liao with the excuses because he can see people, but you don't really need that power because you're possessing another person who can interact with other people. You've completely usurped this dude's life. Why can't you go to Miao Li and convince people within that region to help your temple? You said that all it really takes is one person to give an offering and your Fudegong would be revived. They're declining in power. Why don't you have people bring offerings? You have enough charisma to convince people there. Outside of plot reasons, why does Liao need to do this? You're really giving up?
I'm not one to give up. Will you come to me with Miao Li, Liao?
No.
Doesn't really matter if I give up or not. It's still your decision. I'm thinking about keeping some distance anyhow. Liao can just be friends with me. If he has the chance to help me, that's all the better. If not, it won't hurt as much when we have to say goodbye.
Senpai, it's a bit late to be saying that.
What? You're already in love with me or something?
Not at all. Senpai, don't kill the mood.
But I really don't want to burden you with all of this. We're still friends no matter what. I'll be sure to come by and talk with you. Either way, it's exam week and we're both busy, right?
Yeah.
So we gotta knuckle down and focus on exams. This stuff can wait till later. But for now, let's forget about this downer of a conversation. It's time to get some grub. Kula, let's go.
Senpai drags Leopard by the collar to the drink bar. Anyway you slice it, there isn't any food there. At first, watching Senpai run around like usual makes me smile, but afterwards I just feel worse than before, like something was empty. Tiger goes with me to help buy dinner, trying to comfort me in the process. Soon enough, Senpai returns with Leopard and we all sit down together. I'm too tired to think about what I'm eating.
He's beaming, obviously trying to keep everybody in good spirits. Even Tiger follows his lead and goes along with his shenanigans, but I don't know why, but all I can think about is Senpai leaving. I've always thought about him leaving, but now that he is, I'm just sad about it. I'm not. Cold-hearted. Today's the day of my mathematics exam. I worked really hard to cover everything during the break. Even then, I'm still not confident about this exam. I just suck at math, and I don't know if studying helped me remember anything at all, especially considering everything else I've had to deal with. I was so scared I left it last in my revision. My eyes are drawn to Leopard, who's scanning around the gloomy exam hall. I guess he's never seen so many people doing exams in the same room. I need to focus on my tests and stop paying attention to him, but I guess he could. I don't know how I read that sentence. I checked Tiger. He's reading on an empty chair in the back row, paying little attention to me. I guess this would be as good of an opportunity as any. I really don't want to fail. All I need is a pass. If I ask Leopard to help... Ooh, cheating. Should I ask Leopard to help me cheat again? On one side, I want to say no. Because, you know, that's the right thing to do. You never cheat. Don't cheat. On the other hand, though... Psst, Leopard. I need a teensy-weensy answer, please. It's not worth the risk of failing. I signal to get Leopard's attention. I scribble a message down on the spare paper we're given for calculations. Can you help me by looking at the other students? I write to Leopard. Oh, you better erase that real good.
Liao not say no fair.
I respond on the paper. It's okay this time. I really need your help. As long as I just get a pass, this should be okay, right? Leopard didn't seem to understand why I changed my mind, but that didn't stop him from wanting to help me. I feel so bad. I told Leopard, no bad! And now it's just like, I can't do this. I hate math. I expected him to come back straight away after looking at another student's paper, but he doesn't. Instead, he walks around the classroom checking a variety of student papers, examining each one thoroughly, which is a smart way to do it. Because you can't just look at one and be like, yeah, that's the answer. I don't know what he's doing, but since he's not at my desk, there's not much I can do. Wow, Liao. Kinda smooth brain. So I wait, sitting at the table, chewing on my pen and tapping my fingers on the desk lightly. It doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a while. I'll have to start giving this a go, or else I won't have anything done. This question. I know what the formula for this is. Damn it, this isn't right. Where did I go wrong?
3.
Deep in thought, trying to work out this question, I'm startled when I hear Leopard's voice come from behind me. I look up and Leopard has finally returned. He looks assuredly at my paper. Leopard nods as I write down the answer. Well, that's one question down at least. Why did that take him so long? There's no way we'd be able to make it at this rate. I sigh to myself and begin working on the next question.
4.
Leopard speaks out the answer before I start reading the question. The thing is, I'm pretty sure that in this math exam, they'd want you to show your work, and if Liao isn't doing that, I highly doubt he's going to pass. Liao speaks out the answer before I finish reading the question. Surprised, I write it down and move my pen to point at the next question.
1.
Wait, did he actually memorize all the answers? That's not easy. How's his memory this good? Did he really remember every question? It's no wonder he took so long. I go down through the questions and Leopard quickly gives me the answers. It doesn't take long before we finish the paper and start to go back double-checking the answers for the first half.
Hey, Aborigine, what are you doing? Oh, shit!
It's nothing! Tiger, pay attention to your book.
What are these numbers you're speaking to Liao? Are they answers from the other students?
Are you not aware of the concept of cheating? Or do you aborigines not even know what a test is?
Cheating, Liao said. I know.
So you are letting Liao cheat?
No. As soon as I open my mouth, I remember the deadly silence of the exam hall. Acting quickly, I cough to cover my voice. I can't help defend Leopard here.
Don't you know how much this hurts his growth? You don't know? Well, you'd be hard-pressed finding someone who doesn't. Why didn't you think before you act for once? It's not right to give the answers of the other students to Liao. How else are they not allowed to talk to each other? Think for yourself for once.
Hey, I asked. It's not his fault. We're criminals together.
If you do not understand the basics of modern society, you'd be better off to stay away from Liao. Being an aborigine is as feeble of an excuse as any.
Tiger, stop blaming him for something that I asked for.
If he caused trouble, I'm the one who's left to clean up the mess.
Liao said.
I couldn't care less what Liao said. You must have your own judgment. Are you not a god? How can you lead your worshippers like this? No wonder you are in need of an oracle. Without someone to tell you what to do, you're useless.
On God, watch your mouth.
Why should I? You haven't done any good since you've come to Liao. You've just made things harder for the both of us. Although it is of no fault of your own, for anyone to follow such a dullard like you, your worshippers must be just as brainless as you are.
On God, watch your mouth.
Leopard raises his voice, but his Mandarin is far from adequate to argue with Tiger, repeating the same rebuttal over and over again. I just want to pass math. I'm not even gonna use it later. All I need is addition and some multiplication. And my phone. I will carry an actual calculator with me. I don't care. Their quarreling pierces through my head. I can't help but feel miserable for putting Leopard through this. As things stand, there's no way I can concentrate enough to check the rest of the answers in the paper. Sure, it's finished, but I did the first half without Leopard, so they're probably all wrong. I can't help but worry. If similar questions are botched in one section and not later on, they'll be able to tell I'm cheating from the get-go. The weight is nerve-wracking. We'll change some of them. Just like, okay, that's the answer for that one and that one. Good. And now let's hope that my score is adequate. The wait is nerve-wracking. I end up listening to them argue for the remainder of the exam, unable to do anything to stop them or fix my paper. Liao is smooth brain. Tiger finally ends his ranting as the papers are collected and the students all stand up to leave. I can't say anything because I've had it easy with math. I got the lowest grade for geometry in high school, and then when I had to take math courses in college, I had a teacher who was super nice about things. And really, that's the only way I was able to get through stuff. Like, it was super lucky because I had to take a course that didn't even count because I'm dumb. And then he was gonna retire the next year, but luckily he stayed, so I got my math finished. And then he retired, I believe, and it's just like, oh, thank goodness, because if I had anyone else, I would not be passing my math classes. The problem stems from both my desires to not want to study. I do not pay attention in class. I kind of, zone out. It doesn't matter where I'm seated, I will zone out. I don't care about math at all. I blame when I was in elementary school. What grade was it? Third grade? Yeah, I think it was third grade. I got moved out of my class before I learned my multiplications table properly. and I was placed into another math class. I just didn't know I didn't know where we were. They just moved me out. I don't even know if I was in a higher or lower math class. Didn't tell me nothing, man. And so, my hatred for that math class, as well as my dislike for the teacher, began. Leopard was furious. His fists squeezed tight and his eyes shake with anger. He's on edge, just one push away from lashing back out at Tiger in desperation. Hey, Tiger?
Yes.
Should I confess that I begged Leopard to cheat? Yeah, of course I'm gonna tell him. I begged Leopard to help me cheat. Don't be mad at him.
I know.
It was my will. You knew already? I mean, he said it earlier. I just want him to accept it.
You were in the middle of your exam. I didn't want to yell at you.
Well, it doesn't matter if he didn't want to yell at me. I still couldn't concentrate.
Liao, you do know that cheating is wrong, don't you?
Yeah, and I scolded Leopard about it before, and I have no will. Yeah, I know.
Then why do it?
I was worried. This is outside my major. I'm not any good at it, and I don't want my overall results being affected by something like this.
So that's why you cheated?
No.
What is it then?
I took the chance when I had it. It was dumb of me.
As long as you know it was wrong, I won't push you any further. You should learn well enough from your mistakes. That aborigine needs to learn to assess things for himself. What someone wants and what's best for them aren't always the same thing.
Yeah, but even if he said no, I would have gave him the puppy dog eyes. Please. Please, Leopard, give me the answer.
He didn't know the gravity of what he was doing and what it really meant for you. I'm afraid of what might happen if he never learns to tell right from wrong for himself.
I begged him. At first he refused, but I'm the one who insisted on it. Please don't blame him.
Well, if he had any common sense, he wouldn't have helped you.
He didn't know any better, and I didn't tell him. How is it his fault?
It is a god's responsibility to possess common sense, otherwise how would they ever guide their worshippers?
I'm not his worshipper. I'm just a guy. I'm just here. It isn't his position to guide me. This isn't his fault. I mean, if we're gonna talk about worshippers and guiding, technically the blame would be on you for not paying attention. So, we're all at fault here. I turned around to face Leopard. That all happened because of me, sorry.
It's okay. Liao, you... Never mind. Come on, let's go home.
Yeah, we should. Doesn't really matter if Senpai's waiting to eat with us or not. We slowly make our way home, the upcoming exam schedule taking up most of my thoughts. After another day of exams, we decide to go to the cafeteria for dinner like usual. Lizard. What was his voice again? Ah, Dian Liao. It's been a while. I don't remember how to do the voice. Oh, it's Randolph. Did he come to speak with one of the professors again? For a Yaguai, he sure does love our campus. For a Yaguai, he's a really big nerd. Oh, is that bubbly friend of yours not with you today? Senpai is... Ugh! Senpai made it clear that he wants to keep distance between us, that we'll just be normal friends. I don't really know how to explain everything that's happened to Randolph. Well, I don't know. Despite my efforts, the tone of my voice gives away my worry. Randolph seems to notice, but thankfully doesn't push the point. He's not my therapist, he doesn't have to deal with that. I see. That's a shame. By the way, Tian Liao, do you have a moment? I have some questions to ask. Sure, what is it? Well, it will take some time. May we sit down and talk? I'll be sure to cover your meal. You're being very formal. Well, it's like this. I want to interview you. Interview? Very much so. It's uncommon for a human to live in the presence of 3 gods, after all. Of course I know much about the Yaogwai, but gods are not my forte, much less aboriginal ones. If it's not too much to ask, I will extend my offer to the 2 behind you as well, may I? With everything like it is, I might have said yes straight away if Senpai was around, but do I really feel up to this right now? Tiger and Leopard seem okay with it. Actually, Tiger looks rather excited, but why exactly do I have to care about Kitten not being here? Yeah, also, Tiger wants to do it, so let's go. Alright, let's do it.
Absolutely. Any questions you would like? Any opportunity to teach the Yaogwai important lessons is one worth taking. It makes it easier for us gods, after all.
Tiger, that sounds a little... It's of no matter. He is a god after all, and they have their own way of thinking. So if you don't mind, I should begin. Randolph takes a blank sketch pad and pen out of his bag. Covering one leg over the other, Randolph begins to ask me about my hometown. Honestly, I didn't know much about a lot of stuff he was asking me. Like why the many statues of one god may hold many different meanings, what do gods look like when they go out, which gods are more important than others, and many such questions that I think only the gods themselves would know. Which is where Tiger comes in. So why do you want to know about this stuff? Well, for one, I'm looking for inspiration. It's also useful to be able to warn my Yaogwai friends to behave. Of course, this is just for inspiration. I don't plan to just copy anything. I guess it's your art, right? You're free to make whatever you want, grounded in reality or not. Yes, that's true. But I like working from reality. If you can pull a story from your own or someone else's life experience, is it not easier to make it feel authentic? No matter what, as a creator, I only feel right when I do a lot of research into something. I want to imbue my works with layers and depth, beyond the superficial plot, visual design, and characters. Sounds hard. I thought that creativity was just making up anything and then working to make it believable, but really, every idea has to come from something. Sometimes it is. On another note, Guardian Tiger, how should I address you? I don't wish to be rude. Randolph effortlessly shifts his questioning towards Tiger.
Oh, I do not have any titles of my own.
Really? Ah, fair. I would have thought. Randolph glances at me. What is it? Nothing. I shouldn't bring it up if Liao isn't aware of it. What, is Tiger like a... higher up?
He probably assumed you had already named me.
What? I'm supposed to name you? I could have named you this whole time?
Usually a god receives their title from their deeds like helping their worshippers or saving many lives. In any case, worshippers might be so moved as to pray to the Jade Emperor for a promotion for the god in gratitude. However, in many cases a god may be given their name or title directly by their worshippers. It indicates a very close relationship between the person and the god in question, a strengthening of the connection between them. It's the sort of thing that happens when it does. Would it not be rather odd to pick a name for a god for no particular reason?
I mean, I have thought about it before. After all, wouldn't having a name make things easier? Calling you Guardian Tiger or Tiger doesn't really differentiate you from other Guardian Tigers.
I see no issue. There are many Guardian Tigers in this world, most of which do not possess a title of any sort. Those few who do attain one either have great spirit power or have accomplished great things. It's perfectly reasonable for me to not be given a title.
So as to say that if you were given a title, your spirit power would also increase.
That's right. But receiving a name should always have purpose. I don't wish to receive one just for the sake of it.
I see. So you don't want one yourself, understood. Sounds like Randolph is implying something. Moving on. Mr. Clouded Leopard, should I address you as anything else? Leopard took his time to think about it.
No, Liao.
Liao. It means Clouded Leopard in Rukai. Oh, I'm not that familiar with the Rukai tribe. Is it normal for their gods to also not be given names?
Normal.
So it's like that for them too. If it's okay, I wouldn't mind asking some questions about the Rukai tribe. Randolph flips a page and starts to interview Leopard. It ended up being a bit slow going because of Leopard's poor Mandarin. That is to say, Adrigain sent you to Taipei.
Yes.
What kind of god is this?
Invisible god. Powerful. From a very powerful place.
A powerful place, Tian Liao, do you know what that means? Not really. How could I know? Leopard's never mentioned that part to me before. Wait, I remember. Didn't I ask Jia Hao to look into the ad for me? I'm never gonna know how to pronounce that. 1, because I just don't. 2, I haven't looked it up. Maybe I should. Maybe... I don't know, though. Sometimes it's difficult to find. If it's like a Rukai word, I feel like finding the proper pronunciation might be a little difficult. I'm terrible at research, and then maybe we'll just deal with it. I'll just not know. Conflict. I wonder if he ended up finding anything. 1 sec, I need to make a phone call. Oh, of course. Take out my phone and dial Jia Hao's number. Hey Jia Hao, you on campus? No? What's the matter? Well, I just wanted to check to see if you ended up finding anything about... You mean that snake god? I got something, but not much. Why? Is it something urgent? Kind of. If you can, just tell me what you know. Alright. I didn't find out much on them, but this should be important. Princess Bei Lang. If I'm not mistaken, it's a snake god who takes the form of a 100-pacer snake. They also happen to be the husband of Princess Balang. Princess Balang? That princess? I don't know much about the legends of the Rukai, but even I've heard about Princess Balang. There's a game based around her legend, though I haven't played it myself. Yep, same one. It's pretty cool. Yeah, one more thing. Did you find out if it's related to any places, somewhere big or powerful? A place. Maybe what you're talking about is the Rukai tribe's sacred place. I can't really remember what it's called right now. You probably don't know it, do you? But anyway, it's the god in charge of it. The sacred place of the Rukai tribe.
Yes, sacred place.
Leopard's clarification doesn't help at all. Okay, well... A friend of mine wants to interview me about the traditions of Rukai people. Could you help me? Hey, it's not like I know much more than you do at this point, but if you wanted me to check anything else, I'd be up for it. Hold on. Why is your friend doing an interview with you? Crap, how am I going to put this? I can't exactly say he's interviewing a clouded leopard spirit from the Rukai tribe who's having trouble communicating with us. You think I'm nuts. No, it's nothing. I've been working on it recently. We were just talking. It's okay if you don't want. It's not a problem at all. It's just... Nope, it's fine. I'll just let him know you're busy for now. Anyways, gotta go. I hang up before Jia Hao can answer back. Oh, that was close. I almost blew my cover. Sorry to trouble you. Nope, not at all. That was all my fault. It doesn't seem like it'll be very convenient to interview Liko Liao here. So in this case, I'll just have to follow up with you another time. I'm sorry, there's not much I can do. Leopard seems like he's happy to answer Randolph's questions, but considering his Mandarin isn't too much of an ass to expect him to convey complicated Rukai lore. I'll just have to talk with him and Jia Hao a bit more. Eventually I'll figure everything out. Now then, I'm very thankful for getting to speak to you today. Treating you to dinner is the least I can do. Please, have whatever you wish.
Then I'll have that one.
Tiger!
A mere joke, of course. But not really.
Regardless, Randolph ends up buying the food that Tiger wanted, even if I'm the one who ends up eating it in the end. Aw, man. Oxtail again. After today's exams, we decide to go to the bookstore. Everything that's happened over the past few days have just exhausted me. Exams are just a cherry on top of a very sad cake. So if any, this is the time to relax with some nice casual reading. Tiger's the only one who comes here with me. We each take out a book we're interested in and sit down in the reading area. I decide to go for a collection of short, light novels, thinking for the most part that they would be easier on my mind to read, but it's just too much. By the time I realize that I've read the same paragraph 3 times in a row, I let out a heavy sigh and close my eyes.
Liao, is something troubling you?
I look around before I respond. There's not many people around, probably due to the exam week, so I lower my voice and speak. Nothing, I just feel a bit sad.
Such is the melancholy of youth. Sometimes it's normal to feel sad. Is it because of the kitten?
How can you say this is normal? Yes, it's because of him.
He chose to leave himself. I cannot understand why that upsets you. Alas, one's mood is not always driven by reason.
Moving in close, Tiger tenderly strokes my head and neck with his soft paws. I couldn't help but close my eyes and enjoy it.
Well, I don't wish to disturb you when you are already in a bad mood. We shall read separately.
I have been reminded how much I want a pet tiger. Look at him! He's prime for pets. Weren't we already reading by ourselves? What's wrong with Tiger today? I want to ask, but I can't exactly talk to him that much in the bookstore, so I try to continue to read my book. I don't make any progress. At least I like the atmosphere of this place, quiet and relaxing. If only I had a nice warm cup of coffee. Shame they don't allow food and drinks in here. I spend the rest of the afternoon thinking about random, irrelevant things, every so often turning a page as if to satisfy my need to do something. And we shall end it here. It seems that it's going to be Tiger next, who is going to bring something up. Maybe he's going to return to home. Who knows? But we're getting I believe we're getting closer to finally doing something to help Leopard, perhaps. I have been clicking all of his options, so if it involves him, it's the choice that I choose. I hope I'm getting points. Like, I do feel a little bad about Kitten's situation, but I have chosen a person already. I can't care anymore. I don't have that luxury. Tiger's the only one where you'd actually have that luxury because you could always return, that's home. You can return home. It doesn't matter. It will always be there for you. But with Kitten, it's just his Fudegong's gonna lose their power, and that entire thing that I said earlier, I don't understand. And then, I don't really, considering that, Liao's whole deal is warning his people about a landslide, I think it was. I don't really know how that's gonna go. When or if we do actually help him. I have a lot of questions. I hope they are answered eventually. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day and a good night. Goodbye.